stormtrooper twice lined up in rows. Let's go! Reviewing each one with the passion it shows. It's so plastic to metal, he knows them so well. Stormtrooper swagger, his story to tell. Tune in for Bert, he's the toy expert. Let's go! From action to arcade, see the best displayed. Fun never ends with our toy-loving friend. Bert's the one we know, bringing every show.
Hello and welcome to That's Just Prime, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Transformer C-01 Missing Link Convoy, and I love this toy. Released in 2024, this figure is still available right now as of the time of this recording, and he retails for approximately $120. And what we have here is basically a childhood dream finally realized. This is a Generation 1 Optimus Prime, but he's done with modern engineering, so he has all of the articulation and all of the added extra bits that we all wanted when we were kids. This is a toy literally 40 years in the making. I'm so excited to add this one to my collection. Let's take a look at the box first. So here's the package that he comes in. It's a very Japanese packaging, which I absolutely love. We got the C-01 right there. We got the Transformers logo in Japanese right there. Takara Tomy, and you can see Optimus Prime right there. You got that G1 Convoy or that G1 Optimus Prime right there in that classic pose after he transformed in the movie, which is really, really neat. You got C-01 down there. Missing Link down there, and then you got the box where he comes packaged in his vehicle mode. Up here to the left, we've got a product shot of the figure in his robot mode, and we can also see the trailer in the battle station mode. Along the top right there, we don't get the steps of transformation, we just get the picture of the figure in his vehicle mode, and then we got a picture of the figure doing that classic pose from the original G1 box. Absolutely love that right there. A lot of tiny type along the bottom. On the side, we got more product shots of the figure, again showing us a very dynamic pose that you can accomplish with the figure. Here he is again, pulling yet another dynamic pose, and this time he's got his Energon axe. Very, very cool. And then along the back, we got some product shots showing us the different steps for transformation. We're showing us all of the different things that we can do. And then we got awesome box art right there in the back. And then we got some tech specs. Other than that, we'll get to the figure. So here in the vehicle mode, he's very unassuming. He looks exactly like G1 Optimus Prime, as he should. Quick measurements again. The truck itself is approximately just under 5 inches long, about 2¼ inches tall, 2½ if you go to the smokestacks. Trailer, we're looking at about just under 9 inches in length and just under 4 inches in height, with a combined truck and trailer going for about 12 inches right there. And yeah, what we're looking at here, again, it looks pretty much like Optimus Prime. All of the upgrades, we're going to call it, or all of the things that our wish list finally realized, we're going to see when we get into the battle station mode and the truck mode itself. Taking a quick look at the truck right there, as you can see, it looks exactly like a G1 Prime with one difference. Those of you that are very sharp might have already seen that, and that's going to be right there, the headlights. Let me pull out G1 Prime right here so you can see where originally I've got a crooked headlight right there. Originally the headlights had the holes for the fists to mount into. This new Convoy has the like more proper looking headlights mounted right there to the front. Other than that, they look pretty much identical to each other. When you look at them side by side, it's very hard to tell the difference. Except that my original one, stickers are all falling off, but other than that, yeah, they look very, very similar to each other, as you can see. Other than those headlights, that's really kind of the only indication that these are two different toys. Let's hook them back up to the trailer, or let's take a look at the trailer. So again, here you have the trailer, and it looks pretty much like the original trailer. It's a little lighter color than the old one. So here's my original one, and you can see it's a little darker in color. But other than that, it's pretty much identical. So when you put these two side by side, let's do that here, it's going to be really difficult to tell the difference, unless, again, for those eagle-eyed viewers that can see the difference in the headlights. Other than the headlights, you're not seeing a whole lot of differences here. They look like pretty much the same toy. So we've got ourselves a robot in disguise, which is really, really cool. So let's get this guy transformed and see what all the fuzz is about. So let's go ahead and set the trailer off to the side over here, and we'll concentrate on the figure. So the figure, there is, again, this is for the most part, it's a G1 Optimus Prime, but he's got all of the added engineering and all of the added articulation. So we're going to want to do this in steps. Let's start with the arms right here. So we're going to go ahead and pull the arms out, just like we always did. The only difference now is that we have that fist right there. It was tucked in right here behind the grill. Very cool. So go ahead, and we have a new step right there where we're going to pull out the fist. So go ahead and do that on the back right here. Pull out that fist, and then pull out the arm, and just kind of get these up and out of the way. Now, when we come to the legs, you're going to want to separate the legs first and then bring them down, because you're going to want to bring them down over this little lip right here. So do that. And then the hips themselves, the wheels are actually tabbed in right here. So the wheels are on hinges now. You can untab these and move these wheels up and out of the way. And then when you have the legs down, you're going to want to grab them up here as high as you can get them and pull them away from each other. They are actually going to separate like so. And you can bring the wheels back down. Go ahead and bring the toes up. And straighten all of that out. Bring his arms down and rotate his head. And there we have Missing Link Convoy in his robot mode. And in robot mode, he stands approximately just under 6.5 inches tall, as pretty much the same as he always has. So, taking a closer look at him again, just standing here as is, he looks pretty much like the original G1 toy. We'll bring him in for comparison so you can see, except that he seems to be standing a little more dynamic. But for the most part, going all the way around, he's going to look like the G1 toy, except aesthetically, you might be noticing a few differences. So take a look at the arms. With the original one, this detail on the arm right here was a sticker. This time around, it's molded in. This is actually molded detail right there on the forearm. Very cool. Same with the knees. Originally, these knees and the toes, this was all sticker detail. Now it's actually molded and painted. There are no stickers on this figure except for the Autobot logos. The detail right there on the knees, that's molded and painted. The detail here on the toes, that is molded and painted. That is really, really cool. I absolutely love the attention to detail that went there. Look at that. These figures look absolutely amazing. But yeah, it's just little minor details like that. It is just so cool. Going all the way around again, he looks pretty much like G1 Prime. Now, let's start getting into all of the differences right here. A couple of things he got that this came with. First and foremost, he comes with a matrix chamber. The matrix is removable, but man, it is tight, and I'm not gonna. Am I? I kind of want to, but I kind of don't. I'm not gonna. So it comes with a matrix chamber that comes with a removable matrix as well. The matrix is done in that vac metallized gold with paint right there on the little middle piece right there is painted in a metallic blue, and then the rest of the chamber is done in that vacuum metallized chrome right there. Very, very cool. It's got a couple of tabs here on the back so you can open up Prime's chest. Now we still have those seats just like the original figure had, but we can now take this new matrix chamber and plug that right in there, and there you go, G1 Prime with his matrix chamber. Very, very cool. You can see that through the window. Now also, we don't have that gaping hole in the back anymore, so that's now been fixed. Very, very cool. Articulation wise, this figure has articulation. The head can rotate side to side. That's something G1 Prime could never do. The arms can still go forward and backwards all the way around, but now you can also go in and out. You got two different hinges here where these can go in and out, so you can actually bring his arm all the way up and you can rotate it. You can actually point that straight up like that. Completely up to you. You have a rotation at the elbow and you have a bend at the elbow. The hands can go in and out. They can also rotate, and now you've got hinged fingers, so the hands actually open and close. Very, very cool. You have an ab crunch right there. You can move the legs, or the wheels up and out of the way, and you have hip rotation, right? Or waist rotation. You can rotate at the waist. However, you can only rotate that much. That's all you're going to get out of the waist rotation right there, because the bumper is still kind of in the way. But that's all you're going to get. But still, you got waist rotation. The legs can rotate at the hips. They can go forward all the way. They can go back all the way. So that's something Prime couldn't do before. He couldn't kick forward. Now he can kick forward. We still got a bend at the knee. And we also have ankle tilts. Check this out. So now Prime can pull off these really cool dynamic poses. This is so cool right there. So let's set him off to the side in that same pose that he's in. And let's take a look at the trailer. So the trailer is going to look pretty much like the original trailer. So here we have another piece that he came with. And this was something really that, if I could change anything about this toy, is that this doesn't really have a good place to store it. There's just really nowhere to store it. But we've got this Energon axe right here. Very, very cool. You got a little cover right there with a hinge. So you can open this up. And then you can just put that right on Prime's fist. And then close that up on the bottom right there. And now Prime has his Energon axe, which is awesome. That's so very, very cool. Let's bring in original trailer so you can see what these guys look like side by side. As far as the interior goes, it's pretty much the same. We still got the stickers here on the panels. However, we don't have the Ghost sticker, and we don't have any of these panel stickers for the interior. Other than that, they look nearly identical. Let's look at the rollers. The rollers look almost identical. There is one big difference with this guy. Well, two. I mean, obviously, number one is that he comes with a silver convoy. Missing Link Convoy comes with a silver trailer. This is my original with the blue trailer. But you're going to notice at the top right there, where the original one had the little hole where he could carry weapons and that kind of stuff, or the little welder or gas pump, whatever you want to call it. With this one, we have the little light right there. However, this is on the rotating piece, so you can turn this around, and you can have the little hole there as well. So again, the new roller that comes with Missing Link Convoy can carry weapons. He can carry the torch or welder or gas pump or whatever you want to call it, or you can flip this around and he can have those little light right there, which is really, really neat. You still got the seats in there with the spots for your little Diaclone figures. If you have any, you can sit those in there. I don't have any Diaclone figures. I wish I did, but I don't. And there you go. Other than that, they look pretty much identical, but there are still some differences. I'm going to go into those. Aesthetic-wise, they look identical. I don't think we need to have them side by side anymore. Now, you'll notice we have the tab back here, but this doesn't move. The launching gimmick is gone. Let's go ahead and remove the rifle right there. So he does come with the bloated rifle, or the bloated version of the G1 rifle right there. And we'll go ahead and give him that as well, so he can hold that in his fist. There you go. And then, yeah, he does still come with a little gas pump / welder / we'll call it whatever you want. And so he just does still come with this. And you can mount it on any of these spots right here, or you can rotate this piece on roller and give it to roller. You can do all of these things if you want. Set that off to the side, set this off to the side. But you'll notice, no launcher. The launcher is completely gone. Here's where things start to confuse me. So we got the 40th anniversary Prime. That one, they took away the launchers, the missile launchers, but they left the roller launcher in it. On this one, they left the missile launchers in, but they took out the roller launcher. I'm so confused about this. Why can't they both have both? One has the ability to launch roller, but it doesn't have missiles. This one has the missiles, but it can't launch roller. So confused by all of that. Now, okay, so I'm getting a little bit ahead of myself. I know why this one doesn't launch roller. Let me clarify. There's a reason why this one doesn't launch roller. What I don't understand is why this one can have the launching missiles, but the 40th anniversary cartoon color one couldn't. That's the part I'm confused about. That one has the launching roller. It doesn't have launching missiles. But you did launching missiles for this version. So I don't understand why you couldn't do the launching. And this one came out first. So why couldn't the launching missiles be put into the 40th anniversary one? I guess that's a tangent for another day. There's this one, like I said, it doesn't launch roller, but there is a reason for that. You've got the radar dish right here, still with the little wheel right there. So you can rotate that. As you saw, it does have launching missiles because I just launched it. You can grab our little drone right here. He is on 3 hinges, so you can actually put him up and articulate him. You can still open the little cockpit right there. So if you have, again, Diaclone figures, they'll fit right in there. We've got the articulated arm, ball joint on the back, and then we got a pin on the front, right, or in the middle section right there. We also have a hinge right here for the claw. So you can move this all the way around. And again, the aforementioned missile launchers, as you can see, very eager to launch. Those launch very, very well. And it didn't go far. So you can still launch the missiles, which is very, very cool. Set these off to the side, and we'll bring this up and straight like that. Okay, so let's get into why does this not have the launching gimmick, and I absolutely love this. So we're going to grab our drone right here by the base, and we're going to push this forward. By sliding that forward, this is actually going to release. So we actually now have a detachable repair drone that is on wheels. Check that out. So he can actually come out and go out into the field and assist with repairs. And now that he's off, we'll go ahead and give him back his missiles. I didn't not want to launch those while I was trying to remove it. But yeah, there you go. Check this out. And probably better if he rolls that way. He's not so top heavy that way. But this is so cool. The fact that he can actually come out now. This is one of those things that they've been doing with Prime toys now for a while now, where the drone can actually come out and have little wheels and actually go out into the field and, do field repairs. Absolutely. You can have a little Diaclone figure in here driving it, whatever. Absolutely love this idea, and I love that they implemented it into this figure right here. So that is why this one doesn't have the launching gimmick, is because he can do that. It's so cool. This is just so amazing. Again, this is basically the realization of everything. We'll go ahead and stand the trailer. Let's do this. Let's stand the trailer up. And we'll bring him down like this. There you go. We'll set him over here. Bring this up a little bit. Yeah, we're getting tall, aren't we? We'll bring that there. We'll bring Roller. Let's give Roller the gas pump so he can go and fuel up Autobots out in the field. Like that. And then we'll bring in Prime. This is basically, it's the realization of everything that as kids, we wanted this toy to be able to do. What we imagined in our heads, this is, in our heads, we would imagine that he's holding his axe and he's doing the pose from the movie and all of that. This is basically the realization of all of that, of everything that we wanted this toy, we wished in our dreams this toy could do. This is the realization of that. We've got a fully articulated G1 Prime figure. He can move his neck. He can move his arms. He can move his knees. He can move his legs. He can stand in dynamic poses. He can hold his rifle properly. I didn't really even get into this. The rifle now has a hand. It's got the mid handle just like the original one had, but he's also got a handle here on the back. So now Prime can hold his rifle properly. We don't have parts forming. The hands actually transform into the figure itself. The hands are articulated. They can open and close. We've got the matrix of leadership. We've got the Energon axe. We've got the drone that can actually leave the trailer and go do little repairs in the field and all that. This just took what I consider personally a perfect toy, which was G1 Optimus Prime. That is like the perfect toy for me. And then it just cranked it up to 21, not 11. It cranked it up to 21. It made an already awesome toy near perfect. This is absolutely fantastic. If you're into Transformers, if you're into G1, if you're into Optimus Prime, this is a must-have figure. Now, this is the C-01. So what that means is that this is the toy version. This is meant to look like the original G1 toy. It's got the more muted colors or darker colors. It's got the detail that emulates the old sticker. It comes with a trailer and all of that. There's another version. It's a little cheaper. It's the C-02, which does not come with a trailer. It doesn't come with any of this stuff here, but you do get the figure, and it comes in more G1 cartoon colors. So it's got brighter colors, and then it doesn't have the details here. This whole arm section is painted red, and then the details here on the legs, I think, were left in blue. I think he doesn't have silver. I think overall just he has more like a G1 cartoon colors. And again, he doesn't come with a trailer or anything like that. That's the C-02 Missing Link Convoy. I don't have that one. I am thinking about getting that one though, just to have it, so I can have both versions. And yeah, again, it's a little cheaper because you don't get the trailer. You're going to get that stuff. But there you go. Yeah, if you're in the Transformers or G1 or Prime or any of those like I am, this is a must. You got to get this. This is like the perfect G1 Optimus Prime toy. I just cannot say enough good things about it. This is a perfect addition to any Transformers or Optimus Prime shelf. And I think that about does it for the Transformers C-01 Missing Link Convoy. What did you think of this figure? Let me know down in the comments. Give me some thumbs up. Please subscribe and hit that bell icon. Share with your friends if you like what you see. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you next time on That's Just Prime.
Action to arcade, see the best displayed on